Merry meet Cancer, Cancer's sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Cancers. For today, the 15th of February, 2023, we are streaming your reading live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Chad and the lovely Diane, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Honeypaw. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you to all of you Cancers and friends of Cancers for joining us today. I'm reading with this lovely Spanish tarot today, and I've already purified with this gorgeous vervain by Fragonard. You can find information about each of those products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, Cancer, this is for all of you, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, whether you're watching live or on a restream. It does go out to a lot of Cancer, so if for some reason this one doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it. Don't push things. It may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs, which you can find on my website right now until we get this new YouTube channel populated, and that's at ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. You can find all the previous zodiacal readings. We also have general readings for all signs each and every day except for Monday. If you'd like to donate to us, you can go to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga, paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. We don't have super stickers or super chats available on this channel yet. We're getting really close. We need 1,000 subscribers to get those turned on. So make sure if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel that you do that, and also hit that notification bell so you always know when we're live. We also have a shop at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. We have all kinds of beautiful merchandise, including tarot decks, available for sale. We make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support. Mostly what we appreciate is that you are here with us today, Cancer. So I'm going to just give this a few more shuffles. Make sure everything is nice and randomized. I do want to give you the most accurate reading I possibly can today. I appreciate you being here with us. All right, this is feeling pretty shuffled. Let's do one more and we'll get going with this 2-week reading for all of you gorgeous, beautiful, fabulous, and amazing Cancers. Starting out, we've got the Hanged Man, the 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Today it's not looking like my very favorite reading for you, Cancer, but we're gonna not only open this up to see what the advice is, but we're going to get you through whatever it is that you're going through. Okay? Now, if this doesn't seem to fit you, don't turn it into something that it's not. If it's not, this reading is probably not for all the Cancers, because this has got some pretty heavy stuff going on here. So do yourself a favor and disregard it if it's not speaking to you directly. All right. So this Hanged Man card is talking about suffering and humiliation and allowing people to do things to you and not feeling like you have the power to say no. And this 5 here is talking about cruelty, and cruelty either to you or from you or a little bit of both. And this 10 is talking about a really, really unhappy event that is already happening or has already happened that is just awful. It's just very painful, and it's just part of this world sometimes to have these kinds of things happen. And I'm sorry if you are going through whatever you're going through, and it's not fair. It's not right, and it should not be this way. And we are going to see what we can find in here as we open this up so that we can get you out of all this and get you happy again and get things working for you. All right? So let's do that together right now. We've got on this Hanged Man card, well, first of all, your power to say no is something that many of you don't think you have. So learning how to put your foot down and say, no, you may not treat me this way. Right? This is because what happens is if you don't do that and all you do is fight against it, then you perpetuate it. This King of Swords is you saying, I'm going to fight. This is unfair or whatever. That's true, but it's better for you to just be able to say no rather than give them back more of what that you retaliate. You know what I mean? So retaliation, what that does is it keeps it going. whatever this is. It keeps it going. So the desire to and the impulse to retaliate is normal, but it also brings you even worse results. So just be aware of that. Look at all these swords. This 8 of Swords is all about obsessive thinking. And so learning how to turn your mind off, learning how to turn your mind off when you're having those obsessive thoughts, and also learning how to extricate yourself from the problem, from the conflict, rather than just falling asleep and going into obsessive thinking. Learning how to just, like I said, say no, put your foot down and say no, and then that's the end of it. Walk away. Get yourself into a safer space, both mentally and physically, so that you don't, just go into thinking about the horrible thing over and over and over and over again, or go off into a little room in your mind and pretend like it's not happening. There is good news coming, because all of this is, whatever this is ending soon. And I like that this page is leading you out of it. So this page is talking about there's a way of finding relief and escape and deliverance through creativity and through your work in the world, and allowing yourself to be guided through all of this quagmire by focusing on some things that you love. And trying to just turn like this guy is here, turn your back on it and actually walk away. Actually walk away from this, whatever this is. And say no. And just say no. You will not treat me this way. You will not talk about me this way. You will not do these things to me. And I am leaving. I'm walking away. Now, I'm not telling everybody to leave your relationship or leave your home or anything like that, but walk away from the situation. Walk away from the involvement. Do not retaliate. Do not stay involved. Do not keep it alive. Let it end. Let it die. It wants to die, whatever the situation is. Let it. Your need to be right is the only thing that can keep it alive at this point. If you just say no and you turn things around in your mind and you give yourself permission to get off that tree and move on, with like this page of Wands is doing, then you're going to be able to have some relief, right? I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while, and that is to give I'm going to pull an advice card, because I want more clarity about this very intensive, very not so positive reading. And like I said, if this is not applying to you, don't try to make it apply to you. This is only for some people, okay? So I don't want everybody to think, oh, I thought everything was going so great. If it's going great, it's going great. Okay, here we go. This is the Knight. This is saying that help is available to you. Help is available to you, but you've got to open your mind to it. You've got to say no to yourself too when it comes to, these ideas. This obsessive idea here, which is saying, all is lost, I'm doomed, around and around. No, you got to open your mind to the fact that that's not true. You can end this. You can get help in ending this. You can move on. You can get freed from this, but that's got to be your goal, and that's got to be your only goal. And you've got to completely sever ties from the investment to whatever this problem is. Not any longer feeling the need to be right about it, right? So now this Hanged Man card is your spiritual assistance, believe it or not. And it's through this Hanged Man card that you're going to find relief, because this Hanged Man card is trying to give you the power and the enthusiasm to turn things around, to put that foot down, to take a stand for Cancer. And part of that, you're going to have to take a stand against yourself with any sense of need to retaliate or keep involvement in whatever the situation is. And you're also going to have to be able to say no to the whatever is going on. And everybody's so different as far as what this is, but to say no to anyone and everybody else that's involved in this situation, and just say enough. enough. This is ending. And it is ending, but you can recreate it and re-perpetuate it in your mind if you're not careful because of that obsessive thinking. So another tool I want you to, oh, sorry, I forgot about this tool. There's a meditation for this Hanged Man card, and it is called Using Your Sacred Power of No. I think I got that right. Yeah, Using Your Sacred Power of No. You can find that on my website. Also, there's a link in this video description on YouTube on how to get to those tarot meditations. So that's a good one. Another good one is this one called the off switch. The off switch, where you can turn that obsession off. And I don't want you to feel bad about having obsessive thoughts, Cancer. It's normal. We all do it. But we have to take a stand with those obsessive thoughts, because what they do is they keep us stuck in here, right? So you're going to turn that off and use that technique called the off switch. You can find it on my YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel, just by searching Ariel Gatoga off switch. You can just search that on YouTube. And that's going to, between those two things, those are really, really helpful. Also reminding yourself that there is assistance. There's help available right now. So, but you're not going to even notice that there's help available, or consider saying yes to the help that's available if you're so committed to this obsessive thinking. If you're so committed to this hanging by a foot, if you're so committed to being right about everything that's going on. What I think a more powerful thing when you've got this King of Swords here, especially if all of this is going on, is just the idea of, I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I want the universe to prove me wrong. I don't want to be right about this. I want to be wrong. And I want to receive my help. And I want to be guided. I do want to be inspired. I want to get involved in what I want to be involved with, not constantly defending myself, not constantly being tortured, right? No more of that. I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to say no to myself, and I'm going to say no to everybody else. And I'm just going to keep saying no. Today is your no day. No is a wonderful thing for you today. When the first time somebody starts to try to get that King of Swords going with you today, just say no. You can say it in your head if you don't want to say it out loud. No. You could even say no, thank you. I'm not doing that. All I want is for this to end, and it wants to end. That's what this 10 is. This wants to end. All of this nonsense wants to end. And in its place, where it wants to take you is to prosperity and to creativity. So the more you can get involved in that creativity, the better. The more you can get inspired, the better. The more you can turn off this obsession, the better. The more you can turn your perception around, the better. But it's impossible to do that if you're constantly digging your heels in and saying, no, I'm right. I'm right about this. I'm right about this. Who cares? You don't want to be right now. What you want to be is happy. You want to escape from this. So turn off the mind as much as you can when you start obsessing. Use that off switch technique. Put your foot down and say no all day long if you need to. Allow all of these things to end, and do not allow yourself to be victimized at all. Instead, you're going to allow yourself to receive the help that is right available to you at this moment, and follow that inspiration. Follow your creative impulses, and they will lead you onto greener pastures. Let things end and let them be done. All right, Cancer, this is a tough time for you, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. If this is not a tough time for you, I'm glad this is not your reading. But if this is your reading, there are greener pastures on the way, and you are going to find them. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Chad, Diane, and Honeypaw. We'll see everybody in 2 weeks, Cancer. Much love and many, many blessings.